Okay. Okay. So, welcome to the University of Regina, situated on the territories of the Nehiyuwak, Anishinaabeg, Dakota, and homeland of the Métis Nation. The University of Regina is on Treaty 4 lands with a presence in Treaty 6. So we have this opportunity to actually talk about a project targeting faculty that teach, that makes available to them different OER that they can look through to identify for their courses. So it's a collaboration between the University of Regina Open Educational Resource Program and the Dr. John Archer Library. And so without further ado, I'm going to get Arlysse, my colleague from the library that I've been working with, to just get right on in and talk about the actual project that we're launching today. Arlysse?
For sure, thank you. I'll just share my screen here and we'll go right into the book. Can everybody see that okay?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, so yes, thank you very much, Isaac. And just a few thank yous to start. So thank you, Isaac, for all of his help. He was really the one who initiated this project between the OER program and the library. Just before I get started, then also thank you to Jason Kaywood, who is also in this meeting. He is the one who designed the cover of the book. So thank you very much to him as well. So as Isaac mentioned, this was really a merge of projects between OER and the library. It started out as a cloned book from the University of Concordia, if I remember correctly. And basically the idea was that we wanted to have sort of a starting point, a real base point for all of these OER options, so that people could look and see if there's something in their field that they're looking at adapting, or if there's something already prepared that they can use, and also as a base point to collect all of the works that the U of R has created as well, and have it all sort of a one-stop shop kind of thing. And the library had already had 3 OER library guides, which those are still available on the library website for sure as well. And they're also listed in here. But a lot of similar resources were sort of in a bunch of different locations. So the idea was just put them all in one spot. And then we will have this resource available on the OER page. And then also we will at some point have it up on the library website as well. So let's just take a look in here. We'll just take a look at the book itself. You have a couple of different options in formatting when you're looking at it. You can go right to read book. And there we go. It starts basically with the first section, and you can just look into the contents there. I actually prefer the other format where you can just scroll down and see the book itself right away. And basically we have everything reorganized from what it was before, so that we have faculties pertaining to the U of R, and then different subsections, of course. And some of these are specific subjects offered at the U of R. Some of them sort of expand beyond that, but might still be relevant. And of course, a lot of the books within the chapters here, they can, cross over into a whole bunch of different subjects and faculties. So it is a starting point for sure. And just to show you a sample here, let's go into biology. And there are a number of different resources for biology here. And these are a collection of both textbooks that have already been created. And then there's some, other starting points like OER resources that are more general, things like that. But each one of these, unless a link is broken in my example here, each one of these should actually go directly to an OER textbook or the book itself. And there you can see, so this is one from BC, but you can see right away here, the book is right here. So basically everything is sort of collected as this database. And so going back again here, So like I say, this started out as a book created by Concordia that we adapted through the cloning method. And then, like I say, we rearranged it significantly for the use of the U of R. And there are a couple of places you'll see as you look through here. For example, we have the Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy here. We have a couple of projects that are ongoing. So we have just a note here that those will be coming up. So basically any of the new projects that are being created are going to be put in here as well. Now within each of these chapters, there are a lot of resources, and you know, true to library fashion, I redesigned everything just a little bit so that everything's actually alphabetical rather in smaller subsections. The subsections were a little bit confusing and didn't precisely pertain to the U of R. So let's go, I don't know, let's go and general literature here. So it's just, rather than all of these, the smaller subsections, it's just easier to find general section in the chapter, and then you can filter through and see what's available generally there. Now, for those who are looking for specific titles, you know that this item is available and you just want to go straight to the book. We have also created an index here. So just right down at the bottom. And here everything is completely alphabetical, and like I say, it just goes straight to the book itself. You don't have to filter through the rest of the OER resource. You can just go straight to the item itself. So whether you prefer to go, you know, straight to the book, or you want to browse a little bit, both of those options are available to you. We also have a little bit more information at the beginning, in particular, you know, just talking about you know, the concept of an open textbook. And in our general resources here, we do have these LibGuides the library had created, and that was Kara Bradley who had started these, and she's been working with OER a great deal. She is on sabbatical right now, but these are her projects, and we will continue to work with those and with her. I'm thinking that the landing page from the library site for this resource may end up being on one of these LibGuides, but that will be TBA. But there's also a number of videos about copyright and all that kind of information. So again, a very general starting point for basically for the project and the options that are available. And of course, there's information about the guide itself and how it was created and what are the goals of the project. And then lastly, at the bottom there, there's also, similar to the introductory sections, there's also a section of repositories here that you can also take a look at and see if there's anything that you're interested in there. So that's basically how the resource works. Like I say, it will be going up on the OER website. It'll be public. I don't think it's public just yet, but it will be public after today. And it is very much a living document, as a number of faculty and library staff members, librarians, have been providing more OER for us, more links, more information. We'll keep adding them into there. There's a couple of librarians who particularly contributed a great deal. Charles Phelps managed to collect a whole bunch of engineering OER that he provided to the faculty or shared with the faculty, and that's all in here now. So, you know, as these things keep being added, we will continue to grow the resource. But this is the starting point, and it's, you know, it's a hefty starting point. There's a lot here to filter through and look around. So hopefully it's going to be quite a useful document. That's, you know, bottom line. We're hoping it's a good starting point for research or expanding on, you know, if you want to clone one of these, all that kind of thing. There are a lot of other resources like this available. Particularly, there is a Pressbooks one. Notably, the Pressbooks one is only Pressbooks, whereas this is a collection of OER from many different formats. So whereas, you know, you can look at these other ones as well, of course, but this is a wider collection, I would say. And hopefully things that pertain particularly to classes at the U of R. Other than that, I think that that was the basics of what I wanted to show today. Just to emphasize again, thank you to Isaac, to Jason, to Charles, to Kara, everybody that contributed to this document, and that we're really looking forward to continuing to grow it. Isaac, did you have anything to add there?
Oh, not really.
Did anybody have any questions or something that they'd like to see, something they were curious about the document? All clear as mud. Oh, question in the chat. Oh, just to thank you. Absolutely. And that's a part of the big goal with OER, right, is this accessibility to students and faculty. And it's just, you know, it's a great starting point. And in this online world that we're living in, I think the more access that we have to this kind of thing, the better. A lot of these, if you've attended any of our Pressbook sessions or OER sessions, there's a lot of talk about H5P, for example, being one of the real advantages of online textbooks. And that is also becoming more and more accessible. They're creating an OER or an H5P hub for OER specifically. So, you know, this community is continuing to grow. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. We're really hopeful that this will be really useful. Definitely. Any other questions? Anything somebody would like to see? You can see there's a lot of different sections, and there's a little bit of crossover, of course, but you know, something like a statistics book applies to a lot of different, a lot of subjects and faculties, but it's, yeah.
Did you, Arlysse, just a quick question, did you have a mention about where they could access it?
Like where it's going to, the landing page to get the book?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I just touched on it briefly. It hasn't been decided for the library yet. That's in conversation, but I'm thinking it'll probably actually be on one of the OER LibGuides, sort of as the home base for the library OER, but this will be on the actual like university OER page. Is that correct?
Yes, it'll be on the OER page, which will be like, there'll be a link from the OER page, there'll be a link to the press books.
Right, right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so basically that will be basically perpetually available, right? Even as we adapt it and update it, that link will always be there as a starting point.
Right. Maybe we should mention that if people find an OER that we don't have in there, they could just shoot off an email either to you or to me.
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, in the document itself, I believe we have our contact information in the introduction. I can't remember if it's actually in the starting point of the book. Well, our names are there, but yeah, if we go back to, let's see here. I know it's in the introduction. Yes. So if you, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning, you find a book that you think would be really useful, feel free to email either one of us or both of us, and we would be happy to add it to the resource at any time. I think this thing is just going to keep on growing. And yeah, I'm not sure about our space. I would think that would definitely be a good possibility. I think it'll always be completely public on the website as well, but I would think that would be a good place for people to look for it as well on our space, yeah. So basically we want it to be as accessible as possible for as many people as possible, right? Yeah. Absolutely. Well, if there aren't any other questions, you know, this can be just short and sweet. We just wanted to introduce it to the world kind of thing and make it accessible as soon as possible. Any last thoughts, Isaac, or?
Well, I think one of the things that I know the library's got some social media going on this. And one of the things that I'm going to be doing in the summer is, well, starting, is just making sure that everybody is in the departments, they're all aware of the resource and they have the link, sending a quick email to the department head or the deans or whoever.
Absolutely.
So that everybody is aware, everybody knows where they can go to access this.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. We have been showing it a little bit on the library social media. We will be again once we have a home for it on the library website. And then, yeah, I think, you know, perpetual emails out to everybody, letting everybody know that it's there, individual faculties and everything. Because I think people are interested in this kind of thing. They just might not know where to start or know that this resource is available. So it's definitely the more the merrier kind of thing.
All right, so as you can tell, I had some issues with my technology here. So I actually, just after the introduction and Arlysse started, I missed a chunk of the presentation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Not to worry.
But we'd like to thank Arlysse for, you know, giving us the presentation on, you know, short and sweet presentation on this. And as Arlysse mentioned, we are going to keep following up so that the whole university throughout the community is aware that this is available and it's a resource that they can go to look for open educational resources that they're looking at, that they're looking to try to use or try to adapt. So we'll keep putting out that messaging so that we can try to make sure that everybody is able to access this.
Absolutely.
And with that, I think I'm going to just end the recording now.
Okay. Thank you for attending, everybody. Thank you for your time.